Bonjour! Hi! ¿Qué tal? Our thoughts, our ideas, all our creativity, they all take from this images bank that we have, all the memories and the thoughts we have stored in our mind. And a community, a country, the humankind also has this interesting storage. This is Fernanda and this is another video of art and history series I'm sharing with you in Metamorpho. Last time we talked about Untagged Unicity and how it doesn't depend anymore on the tags you can put over you, but who you really are. And well, humankind, society, communities, countries also have this identity and memories that are gonna be expressed in art, as you know. In 1950s, the abstract expressionism starts. I see those artists trying to take out what they are seeing, what they are feeling, that cannot be understood only with the vocabulary we already have in our minds or with our senses. They are just trying to show whatever they see, it is moving around in the world, inside them, around them. And okay, there it goes. It is abstract expressionism. Because everything starts just to be so different and moving so much that we don't have the words yet to express it. There was indeed something spiritual moving, and later on, if we see, we're gonna find all the 70s movement, the Beatles, Pink Floyd, feminism, the third wave of feminism. This art movement popped up because of a desperate attempt to show what they were seeing inside, and all this movement, these changes they could see like with their inside eyes. Our creativity, inventions, ideas, they all come from an image bank and the storage of ideas and thoughts we have been saving in all our life. And the same happens with a community, population, and humankind. This is much more interesting, of course. Let's differentiate for a bit art and history. We have history as an accumulation of events, like when all the leaves of a tree start falling down, and then the dust, and then some ticks, and they all start to accumulate and to move, and then the water comes, and it just starts getting bigger, and then provokes something, and then ends up on something else. Instead, art is like picking one of these leaves and watching it, one side, the other, analyzing, reflecting it in this color or the other, with this technique or the other, and trying to watch through it, trying to understand what this leaf is trying to tell me. Let's take an example. For World War II, there was injustice, rebellion, frustration, and all this started to accumulate. And this, as you know, ended in the war. Instead, artists don't need this accumulation of events to be able to produce something. They don't need these characters to come in this scene. They don't need these political or social events to happen, so they are able to produce something else. Instead, they can just take whatever and produce something, take something else and make another artwork. And whatever they are feeling, they are seeing, they can just do it right away. And this is the main difference between history and art. That history is gonna need an accumulation of characters, of events, of feelings for end up in something good. Instead, art is just gonna take a part of this and it's gonna analyze it and show you what is there, deep indeed. Thus, what artists are watching is happening right now around them, inside the others they see around them, is what in some years is going to end up in some historical event. Because there's no one historical event that didn't start with these small events and feelings in the people. If we want to know what is coming after 2020, the famous after 2020 everybody's talking about, we need to understand what is happening now and what started to happen years ago. Because all this accumulation of events is going to end up on how we are going to think and the historical events we are going to create during the next years. If we want to know what is coming after 2020 for the humanity, and we can talk about the humanity as a whole, right? Because thanks to globalization, it is not like what's going to happen to Europe or to America or to this and there anymore. We can indeed talk about the whole humanity because what happens here is affecting everywhere else. And thanks to social media and media coverage, the impact to everyone is immediate. So to know what's gonna happen historically after 2020 for the humankind, let's treat the current artists and the last year's artists and what they are telling us. What kind of lives and ticks they are showing us to know what is accumulating and is coming next. Prophetic artists gonna see with their outside eyes what is happening around them, what is going on with the people around them, but also with their inside eyes to see what is going on inside them. What are they feeling? Why are they feeling like that? And with this information, we create a wise production. So how do we get the inspiration to produce transcendent art? Watching outside and watching inside. An important note, there is a new language in which this history is being written down. Which one is it? See you next video. Follow, share, like, and love.